Hey everyone, my name is Kenton Gellis. I'm a first year computer science student, and today we're going to be understanding the question mark operator in JavaScript. The question mark operator, which could be confused with the double question mark operator, let me know if you want a video about that in the comments below, paired with a colon is used to simplify a conditional branch in JavaScript. This achieves a simpler, cleaner, and more efficient line of code in your program. Just a review of conditional branching in the terms of programming is simply if a condition is true, perform an action denoted with an if statement. If a condition is not true, perform a different action denoted with an else statement. And between those, if you want, you could have if another condition is true, perform a separate action with an else if statement. On the right here, you have a graphic simplifying it even more. You got the condition in the middle. If that condition is true, you go down the first branch and complete any action you want. If that condition is false, you go down a separate branch and commit a different action. Now, let's get to the actual code. Alright, so here we are in the code editor. We got a test.js file open. This is where I'm going to be showcasing you the question mark operator. So to start off, we're just going to have a let expression equal start off it as true. Now here, just going to review the conditional again, how the conditional branches work. So we're just going to start with some regular if statements. So if expression is equal to true, then just a normal console log, and we're going to say foo. And then down here, we're going to do the else statement and do console log dot bar. So obviously, all this is saying if expression is equal to true, it's going to console log foo. And then if it's equal to anything else but true, it's going to print out or console log bar. So let's open up a terminal here, and we can show this. So we'll just do node test.js. Let's go. And as expected, it will show foo because the expression was equal to true. Now, if we change it to false, it will obviously put bar. Now, we're going to delete this, and I'm going to show you how it's done or how it can be done with the question mark operator. So now we're going to create a variable here. We'll just do let equals result. So to start off, we're going to pass in the condition we're looking for. So in the case of expression, so let's change it back to true first. So let expression equal true. So here we're going to test that. So let expression equal to true. And that is our condition that we're trying to find out. And how to use the question mark, the question mark is used instead of the if statement. So you have the conditional, you add a question mark right here. So all this is saying, if this expression is equal to true, and we're going to put in what we want it to return. So in this case, we wanted it to return foo. So if this expression is equal to true, it's going to return foo. And then here we use a colon to see, or in terms of else, instead of else. So if it's not equal, if this condition is not equal to true, it's going to go to the else statement and return bar. So let's console.log result and see what we get. So as expected, again, we get true because this condition is true. Now, similar to last time, if we say it's false, what do we get? We get bar. So hopefully that's simple enough. Basically all it is just you use the question mark instead of an if statement and the colon instead of the else statement. Now, I'm going to comment this out just for a second. We're going to look at else the use of else ifs and how it applies with the question mark operator. So let's go back to what we have. I'm going to change this back to true. Oops, true. So if expression is equal to true, we got the first, so we console logged foo. Then we had an else, and we console logged bar. Now, like I said, we want to add an else if, so in between the if and the else, we'll add else if. Oops, spelled else wrong. This does not look good. Let me fix this up. Okay, should be good now. All right, and here we're adding, we'll make it so it's gonna be console.log. Actually, sorry. Now with the else if, we pass in a new conditional. So say we want this conditional to equal to hello. So all that means is if this variable expression is equal to hello, we now want it to say foo bar in the console. So let's test that. So back as it was, so it was if it was true, it was foo. If it's now, if we make the expression equal to hello, it should say foo bar as we expected. Console.log foo bar if the expression is equal to hello. And if it's anything else, for example, false, it would be equal to bar. Now, so that's normally how you would do an else if statement. Now, how did this apply with the question mark operator? So let's delete that. And again, we're going to have a let result equal to, so we're going to start off with the regular if statement. So if it's equal to true, let me change that back. And once again, you add the question mark operator, and you add what you want to return if that statement is true. Now here, again, you add, oh, I forgot we commented this. We just copy this out, so I don't have to repeat that. So we have this colon again, but instead of it acting like an else, we can make it act like an else if statement if we go down a line and add a new conditional after it. So if we say expression is equal to hello, similar to what we had, and then give that a question mark because we're trying to see what we want to return if this conditional is true right here, and what we had was foo bar. So now we do the colon again, and it's this time it's going to equal the else statement. So right here is equal to an else if, or is in turn like in place of an else if statement because we passed in a new condition. But since we have no more conditions to pass in, this is now just going to be an else, and we're going to say bar. You can put that on its own line if you want. So back to testing it all again. So if it's true, it's going to equal to foo. Now if we say this is going to be hello, it should be foo bar. And if it's anything else, for example, false, it should be bar, as expected. So to review, if you put a condition before the question mark operator, whatever string or number you pass in after is going to be what you want returned if that condition is true. Now the colons can act as an else or an else if statement, depending on whether you put in another condition after. Now that's it for me today. Let me know if you have any other questions down below, or if you need any clarifications, or if you have any other parts of programming that you want to learn. I'd be happy to make a video about it. Like I said, that's all. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of your day.